Hello and welcome to the Kayden Show, today's best country mix. And joining me right here today is Brianna Grace. Brianna, how are you?
I'm very well yourself.
I am fantastic. Thank you so much for asking.
That is a
So,
great way
kind
to
of get
be.
started. Yes, absolutely. So, kind of get started by introducing yourself to everyone.
I am Brianna Grace and I'm a country pop singer-songwriter.
And what do you most enjoy about music?
I love connecting with people and making people feel happy. In short.
If you could do a duet or collaboration with anybody, Brianna, who would you choose and why?
Oh, and that's actually a really great question. I'd probably have to say Taylor Swift. She is an incredible songwriter. She has some earworms that will just never leave my head and I think it's incredible.
Totally, totally. If you were to choose somebody else that's a male, who would you choose?
Oh, um, goodness me. um, oh,
Hard one, I
I'd have to
know.
say probably like maybe even something left of field like Michael Bublé or just it's completely different genre. I think would be really fun.
Mhm. Definitely, definitely. So, do you want to talk a little bit about any of your new projects or upcoming singles?
Yeah, thank you. I have released my debut single. It's called If I Had to Guess. Um, and I wrote this with a couple mates of mine, and we actually wrote it like last year, the beginning of last year, and it was pretty incredible to leave it for a couple months and then come back to it. We ended up rewriting parts of it, and we added a bridge, and I completely changed the melody and the structure of the song. And at the end of it, I realized, hey, this is a freaking awesome song. We need to record this. And then COVID, did its thing.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, and the release ended up being pushed back. And but I think now, especially as the world is opening up again, it's the perfect time to be sharing music as well because I can actually sing it to people face to face.
Mhm.
Knock on wood. And I'll be playing with my band at the Gimpy Muster this year. It's a really big festival in Australia, and I'm going to be playing with my full band, and it's absolutely incredible, and I can't wait.
That's awesome. Have you done anything in the US?
I haven't yet. I've played in Japan. That's about as far as I've
Oh,
gone.
well, that's cool.
It was very cold. Here in
Really?
Australia, it doesn't really get that cold. Like it's winter and I'm wearing a jacket. It's we've got it pretty good here. With the weather. So traveling it definitely takes me a minute to get used to the cold.
Mhm. And not only the time zones as we are talking about like before, it's so interesting. Like in Australia, it's winter, so I'm sitting here going, "Wait, what?" But then I remembered you're in Australia, but then it's like summer here now. It's and then it flips. It's winter here and it's summer there. So it's like, wow, okay,
It's so crazy, like all the fashion that comes out when you've kind of ahead of the time in a way.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And we're in two different places, and it's just it's amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun though. Getting
Yeah.
to
Hmm.
getting to especially as someone who's creative, as a musician,
Hmm.
getting to experiment with just fun clothing and different sounds in my production. It all blends together and it's so much fun.
Totally, totally. What do you like doing outside of music? Do you have any hobbies, interests, Brianna?
I kind of want to say music is my hobby and my work. But
Of course.
I don't do it so much anymore, but I really loved horse riding, and getting out in nature. At the
Hmm.
moment I'm exploring like rock climbing and all sorts of fun things. Well, because the world is opening back up again, I feel like we're
Hmm.
you know, being let loose in a way.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I agree. I mean, things are starting to slowly open back up here as well, and hopefully, you can get out there and, do some gigs. I know you said you had one of them, so hopefully you're getting out there and able to get out there now.
Yeah, I've got some local shows at the moment, which is a lot of fun to get out and see people's faces, because I
Mhm,
stream music online on a platform called Twitch, and I love it
mhm.
so much. It's enabled me to pay my rent during COVID, and also
Hmm,
pick up my
that's
guitar,
cool.
because I found that I wasn't really playing, because I wasn't getting out live.
Yeah,
So it allowed me to be able to perform, and which is incredible. But I do miss seeing people's face, rather than emojis. I miss the smile, or the, someone's voice. So yeah, super excited.
there's two completely different things from being online and, maybe not always emojis, but you like seeing the comments and stuff, but it gets to a point that it's like, okay, I want to see some real human interaction.
And the energy when you play live is just
Hmm.
something else. It's incredible, getting to feel that connection with the audience.
Absolutely. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Do you have a goal set for yourself?
I do. There's certainly some major festivals that I want to play. I really want to get over to Nashville in the US, of course.
Hmm.
um, but yeah, just releasing more music and writing, and really solidifying myself is the goal.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, do you have any advice for anybody who might want to start music or hopping in this industry but doesn't really know where to start, or if they're anxious, nervous, or anything like that?
Yeah, I definitely say start small, and you know, every experience, is even a bad one, will teach you so
Hmm.
much. I would say just getting out there and performing is the best piece of advice. Um Lessons are great, don't get me wrong, but actually being on stage will teach you so much. And whether that's an open mic, or just singing in front of your family, it all counts. And yeah, a small step is a big step, if you know what I mean.
Hmm.
It definitely all helps prepare you, as much as possible. And even just getting out and watching music really helps. And
Hmm.
there's so many amazing platforms like YouTube that can teach you guitar
Hmm.
these days. It's incredible. Even harmonizing and learning production and everything. There's so much more openness to be able to explore your own sound yourself, rather than jumping into a studio and spending a ton of money, straight off the bat. You can really find yourself early on.
Absolutely, and it's one of those things with nowadays, you can actually find the sound and actually feel comfortable with the sound versus, not really going in and making a sound that you're not really happy with.
100%. And even just being able to co-write with people, um, can
Hmm.
open up your sound and take you to different places that you might not think of yourself. And it's an incredible way to fall in love with just different flavors and sounds. Like, I'm country pop, and I love writing in different genres.
Right.
Even
Hmm.
even reggae. Reggae and country are kind of sisters in a way. And being able to have those different flavors really makes it fun.
Definitely, definitely. Any genre like country, blues, rock, you can have a really good time with mixing a lot of those. I've heard some really good music mixed in with a bunch of those. So, Americana, there are so many genres.
100%.
So, do you have a message to those who might be watching, listening to this?
Get out there and watch live music would be my big one. Artists have been especially cooped up for so long, and now that we're going back to playing live, just having people showing up means the absolute world. So yeah, getting out there and watching live music, because I know it's mutual. We're all being let loose. So yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
get out there and see some live music. And even if you have COVID yourself, even just playing the artist track really helps as well.
Totally. Where can people find you on social media, Brianna?
I'm on the Instagram, the Facebook, the YouTube. I'm on everywhere. That sounds really weird to say, but I'm on all the things. Yeah, even I do have a TikTok account, but you know, I don't know. I'm still getting my head around that one. It's a whole new thing for me. But yeah, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. Yeah.
Awesome. And
Just
is there
Briannah Grace.
anything? Yeah, that's awesome. Is there anything I forgot to mention that you'd like to mention?
Nope. Just pretty much my new single. I'm super hyped for you all to listen to it, and I can't wait to share what's coming next.
That's awesome, and I really enjoyed your single so much. And yeah, really great job on it. I really did like it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
You are most welcome. And again, I would like to thank Brianna Grace for taking the time to come on the Kayden Gordon Show today's Best Country Mix. We appreciate it so much.
Thank you so much for having me.